Hi, class 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last class, we mostly just did TOEFL work, okay? Vocabulary work, work that I think you guys find challenging but interesting, okay? So the first word was abandon. Try to use this word in terms of your life, right? So often we say we abandon the idea. Like, oh, Daryl wanted to be a rock star when he was 15 years old, but by the time he was 20, he abandoned the idea. Okay? We often use the word abandonment, like somebody will have a sense of abandonment. Maybe there's a guy or a girl who never likes to be left alone, who doesn't like to be by themselves, and we'll say they have a strong sense of abandonment. They don't like being abandoned or being left alone. The word adversely is also a good word. Adversely is the same as negatively. So we'll say someone has adverse emotions or negative emotions. We'll say something affected them adversely. The news affected Susan adversely, that kind of stuff. Other words here, cultivate. Cultivate is good. Cultivation. We so often use cultivate with skills. Okay, so you try to cultivate skills or cultivate manners into somebody. You can cultivate ideas and cultivate culture even, which is actually, they share a root. Cultivate and culture, okay, share a root. The word intensify is good. We often say the word like something is intensifying. Maybe someone has a test in a month, so we'll say, oh, we're trying to intensify our work or our study, that kind of stuff. You're trying to get more hours to study. The word obtain, use the word obtain in place of the word get. The word get and obtain are the same. It's just obtain is something that's a lot harder. Okay, it's harder to obtain something than just use the word get. Get doesn't have much of emotion to it, but the word obtain is we got it, but we really had to work for it. This is something you obtain. Okay, good. Then the other list had anticipate and catastrophe. Both great words. We all try to anticipate a catastrophe. Anticipation is usually more about excitement, where you're like, oh, I can't wait, my birthday's in 10 days, and you count down, okay? This is when you're anticipating something. The other words are kind of sad. Eruption is a volcano. Erupt can mean someone who's angry with you. Famine is similar to the word famished. So it means super hungry, and if there's a famine, it's a very sad thing for the area. Flood and impact and persevere. Persevere is a great word. I wish people would use this word more. We want people to persevere with their study. It just basically means you don't give up. Even if there's lots of failure, you continue and continue and continue. Plunge. Plunge is the same as plummet. Okay, so something plunged downwards, not just dropped, but like fast with speed fell down. Okay, so we'll say the stock market plunged, or you can say airplane. The airplane plunged from the sky or plummeted from the sky. They're used the exact same. The verb and the noun, plunge and plummet. Okay. The rest of the words you can study, and please do all the homework that's involved with those pages of work. There's also the book, the X book, Early Moments in Rock History. Okay, and we decided that next class, we'll go over the topic, My Life So Far. Okay, so that's a speaking topic, so you can prepare the questions, okay, and the vocabulary and the questions, okay? Okay, take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.